Welcome back to Let's Learn Automation, a series going through the basics of Make so you can start making your own automations and take advantage of this technology. Today we're going to be talking about routers. Basically, they channel data through different parts of your system. Super simple concept, it'll just take a couple minutes. My name is Zaria, I'm the founder of an AI automation agency named Chain Solutions, and what we do is build custom software for businesses that are looking to achieve more with less time, less money, and less effort. Let's get into the system and we'll break it all down. You should know how this goes by now. We're going to go through a little bit of background information before we get into Make. All right, what is a router? They are tools that allow you to establish multiple paths/routes. Pretty simple. What are routers for? Why is it useful? Well, they allow you to have multiple outputs, so you can send the same information to multiple places within one scenario. Or you can tailor your automations based on conditioning. So if you want to do X, if the value of the information is above 50, and you want to do Y, if the value of the information is below 50, routers will allow you to do that with the addition of filters, which we'll cover in the next video. So let me show you what I mean. We're back where we left off in our last video with a Google Sheets. This is an action module, and what it'll do is search rows to get information based on the specifications that I provide. So let's set that up right now. I have a demo Google Sheet set up, and what I want to do is send the information from each row to my CRM and to my database in Airtable. So I'm going to use a router to do that. The filter is going to be the value. I only want to get the deals that are above $200. Let's do that. Okay, so this will return any information where the value is above 200. Let's look at the sheet. Here you can see I have just some fake clients, Jane, John, and Joe. They all ordered automations, and these are the prices. These are not our actual prices. You wish. But I want to get anything over 200, so what it should return is John and Joe. Then what I want it to do is go through a router to send that information, send those rows to two places. So let's get this, and this will just be in the tools section. All of these are native to Make. They aren't from an outside source. And then you can click that. You can add as many connections as you want, well, within reason. And when you start to build more complex systems, this will become an extremely helpful tool. The application doesn't really seem that important when you're doing simple stuff, but once you get around to dealing with a lot of information, it'll be helpful. So I said I wanted to add it to my CRM, and then I also want to add it to an Airtable. Actually, we're not going to add it to an Airtable. We're going to add it to this sheet right here, a different sheet in this spreadsheet. So I already have Pipedrive is a pretty popular CRM. That's what I use, at least for now. And I already have a configuration set up. I know I mentioned in the last video that once you open up the module, you can just click the little question mark at the top to find out how to connect it. All right, we're going to create a deal. Here, we're going to map data. I talked about that in the second video of this series. So for the title, we're going to put the type, value, and here we're going to add to the second Google Sheet. Let's connect this. So you can watch this to see how you configure a module. It's all pretty self-explanatory. I found that I've never really had too much issue setting them up. Spelled that wrong. And here we're going to map the same information from the other sheet. And then we can run the scenario. As I predicted, the pipe drive didn't work because I didn't put in certain IDs. Certain required fields are in some modules for the data to submit, but I'm just not going to do that. Instead, we are going to insert text into a Google Doc. I already have a document set up. There's nothing in here. It'll just paste unformatted text. So that's what we're looking for. A new row here and a new line of text on this Google document. Okay, so here's our configured Google document. It's connected, or Google Doc module. It's connected to the document, and here is the information that we're mapping. I put in a comma and a semicolon for slight formatting. All right, let's run the system and see what happens. Beautiful. Okay, if you were watching the other videos, you would know that each of these numbers is an operation, and each of these operations is a bundle of data that is transferred. So there should be 3 lines at both sources. Let's see. All right, all 3 of them are here. I'm not sure why it included Jane when I said over 20 or over 200, but it might have been including 200. And you can see here, I was running the system before, so that's why there's that. But here are the 3 deals. And yeah, so that's a router. In the next video, I'm going to be going through how to use a router in combination with a filter to apply to that second use case, conditional automations. 75% of businesses have already leveraged AI in some way. If you are running a business and you have not taken advantage of AI automations, click the link below, book a consultation, and let's figure out how Chain Solutions can revolutionize your workflow. Thanks.